Hello, students. I'm Hitesh Hariramani, and welcome to one more session of JIPMAT PYQs. In this, we are going to solve and analyze 2023 LR questions. So, we'll discuss in detail the question, topic behind it, concept behind it. See, in JIPMAT, the number of LR questions keep on changing. In the last paper, 2024, there were 30 questions of LR. 2025, there were 27, 26 questions of LR. In 2023, there are 24 questions of logical reasoning. There was no DI question here, no DI question. In 2024, there were 3 to 4 DI questions as well, along with logical reasoning. If you are planning to prepare for IPM exam seriously, whether it is IPMAT Indore or JIPMAT or IPM Rohtak, or even for that matter, NPAT, SCT, visit our website www.ipmpathshala.com. You can follow us on Telegram, you can follow us on Instagram, you can download our app. On our app, you'll easily find more than 50 hours of free content, free quizzes, and lectures. You need any help and support regarding purchasing the course or course detail, you can contact on these numbers. Let us start solving questions. Shyam knows that Ram's birthday falls in this range of October. According to Shalini, Ram's birthday falls in this range of October. Both of them also know that this year his Ram's birthday falls on Wednesday. If 2nd of October is Monday, then Ram's birthday will fall on which date? So let us go for the cyclic property. What is cyclic property of calendars? If 2nd is Monday, 3rd will be Tuesday, and 4th will be Wednesday. Because I'm looking for a Wednesday in this range or in this range, the day repeats after 7 or a gap of 7. If 4th is a Wednesday, I'll have it on 11th, a gap of 7. I'll have it on 18th. I'll have it on 25. So between 14 and 21, 15 and 20, 18th is a Wednesday. That is answer option C. After every 7th day or 7th date, the day repeats. That is the cyclicity condition of calendars, gap of 7. Unscramble the letters in the given words to generate a meaningful word and then find the odd one out. So this requires a lot of practice. You have to be good with words, vocabulary, or you should be able to find patterns and spellings. This one is winter. This one is cloud. This one is summer. This one looks like. So these are seasons. Winter is season, summer is a season, spring is a season. Cloud is not a season. Answer option B. So your ability to solve this faster again depends upon your ability to look patterns in spellings, being able to recall the word faster. Find the number that will replace question mark in the given series. This is the series 15, 18, 17, 21, 20, 25, 24, 30, 29, and then a question mark. I see something peculiar. There is an increase, then a decrease, then an increase, then a decrease, then an increase, then a decrease. Whenever increase, decrease happens, alternate. You also think alternate. Don't go for successive terms. Look at this. There's an increase of 2 numbers. There's an increase of 3 numbers. There's an increase of 4 numbers. There's an increase of 5 numbers. After this, there'll be an increase of 6 numbers. There's an increase of 3 numbers. There's an increase of 4 numbers, increase of 5 numbers. I expect there to be an increase of 6 numbers. So whenever there is a alternate increase, decrease kind of thing, you also consider alternate terms. So you see there's an increase, 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 alternate. There's an increase, 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 alternate. There are two separate patterns being created. Our question mark is 36. This will be part of sequence and series. We suggest you solve maybe 300 to 400 questions of sequence and series before you appear the exam. You should have seen those 20 to 30 patterns again and again, again and again, maybe 7 times, 10 times to be able to judge these patterns this fast. Find the number that can replace the question mark in the series given below. This is the series 2, 12, 30, 56, 90. I see there is a drastic increase in these numbers. There are multiple ways I could approach. The gap between these is 10, 18, 26, and 34. The gap here is 8, 8, 8. I expect there to be a gap of 8, which is 42, which is 132. As I said, there could be multiple ways to solve this. I want you to observe. This is the first term into 2. This is second term. Second term is 3 into 4. This is the third term, which is 5 into 6. This is 7 into 8. This is 9 into 10. So see, this is the first odd number, second odd number, third odd number, fourth odd number, fifth odd number. What is the odd number after this? It is 11. So I'm multiplying with the next value, 1 into 2, 3 into 4, 5 into 6. I'll multiply with the next value, 11 into 12, 132. So whichever pattern seems easier for you to locate, understand, observe, solve accordingly and mark your answer. We suggest while appearing such questions, while solving sequence and series questions, you should be able to observe the pattern in 20 to 30 seconds. If you are able to do that, maybe you will need half a minute more or 1 minute more to solve. But if you have already spent 2 minutes and you are nowhere near a pattern, you are stuck. Skip the question. If there is no negative marking, mark any answer and move on. If there is negative marking, move on. So here we have to match the angle that two hands of the clock will make with their time value. So for this, you must have this technical knowledge. The angle between two hands of the clock, theta, is defined by 30 into h minus 11 by 2. This is the standard formula. We teach you derivation of this in our live lectures. Two hands of the clock follow this formula when we want to calculate angles. Now see, these are odd values. I'm supposed to put the value of minute here. When I put 15 into 11 by 2, I'll get decimals. I'm more comfortable with integers. So I will maybe test this or I will test this. These are integers. I want to know at 4:30 what will the angle be. So I'll put 4 here. 30 into 4 because it is 4 hours and minutes is 30. So 11 by 2 into 30. This is 120 minus this is 11. This is cancelled 15. 15 into 11 is 165. So 120 minus 165 in a modulus is 45. So at this time, the angle is 45 degrees. So B must match with 3. B matches with 2, B matches with 1, B matches with 4, B matches with 3. This is the answer. You and I don't need to bother about we don't need to be bothered about others. If you want to know how does the formula work, see 2 hours. So I'll put 2 in this. So 30 into 2, 60. This 30 I'll put here. This is minutes. So 30 into this 330 by 2 is 165. The gap between both is 105. Where is 105 here? So A should match with 4. So do you see A matches with 4? Our answer is perfect. This is the formula that governs the angle between two hands of the clock. Which hands? Minute hand and hour hand. We rarely use a seconds hand for calculating anything in clocks. A clock shows time as 3 p.m. What would be the time on the clock when the hour hand moves 135 degrees? So if you know the structure of the clock, there are total 360 degrees. And we divide those 360 degrees in 12 hours. 12, 1, 2, 3. So see, this is 90 degrees. So every hour is 30 degrees. Every hour is 30 degrees. So 1 hour is worth 30-degree movement. You want to know if the hour hand has traveled 135 degrees, how many hours has it traveled? So x is equal to 135 by 30. Cancel whatever you can. This is 15 into 2. This is 15 into 9. So 4.5 hours have passed. What I'm trying to tell you here is, if let us say the hour hand is at 3 o'clock, when the hour hand reaches 4 o'clock, it has traveled 30 degrees. When it reaches 5 o'clock, it has traveled more 30 degrees. When it reaches 6 o'clock, it has traveled more 30 degrees. So every 30-degree travel is equal to 1 hour. The question is, after 3 o'clock, if the hour hand has moved 135 degrees, what is the time now? So after 3 o'clock, we have to wait 4.5 hours to travel 135 degrees. So 4.5 hours means 7:30. After 3 p.m., it is 4.5 hours, so it is 7:30 p.m. if the hour hand has traveled 135 degrees. We are applying ratio proportion to a question of clocks. Clocks and calendars are very common except for IPM or IPMAT Indore. In all other exams, even if it is Christ University exam, it is Symbiosis Admission Test, entrance test, it is NPAT. In all exams except for IPMAT Indore, you will find clocks and calendars. All papers. A boy runs 150 meters towards south from his house. He then turns left and runs 300 meters, again turns left and runs 350 meters. Now he turns right and runs 50 meters to reach stadium. In which direction is the stadium from his house? So we are less bothered about distance, we are more concerned with direction. So the person first runs from his house, runs 150 meters south. He is facing south. This is his home. Now he takes a left turn. When somebody is facing down, the left of that person is opposite to your left. So this side, this is left. Runs 300 meters. Now again turns left. Now left is upward. Travels 350 meters. Now he takes a right turn and travels 50 meters further. Now he has reached the stadium. Now the question is, what is the direction of stadium from home? So you imagine a compass here. This is north, south, east, and west. So if I connect the home dot with the stadium, the final destination dot, I am traveling somewhere between north and east. So the stadium is in the northeast direction from the home of the boy. 6 books of various subjects are kept on a shelf, one on the top of other. Electronics is just above chemistry. Statistics is between commerce and environmental science. The book of botany is between electronics and commerce. The book of which subject is at the top? So let us start with the very first hint. Electronics is immediately above chemistry. So chemistry will never be the topmost book. Now, again, I look for same names. Botany is between electronics and commerce. So one possibility is botany, commerce, because this is electronics, this is chemistry. See, it says between. So it could be botany here and commerce. This is chemistry and this is commerce. So there are two possibilities so far. I have written both possibilities. Let us go back. Statistics is between commerce and environmental studies. So between commerce and environmental studies, there is statistics. So if I go with the second arrangement, what does it say? It says statistics is between commerce and environmental studies. So statistics and environmental studies, statistics and environmental studies. So there are two possibilities. So topmost could be either electronics or topmost could be environmental studies, definitely not commerce. So there is some other hint that we are missing, which will give us definite answer. Let us read that one more time. Statistics book is between commerce and environmental science book. Book of botany is between these, electronics and commerce. So see, book of botany is between electronics and commerce. This is correct. Out of these, this is incorrect because it says between. I have chemistry between electronics and commerce also. This is wrong. This is the only arrangement possible because it clearly says botany is between. So see, botany is between electronics and commerce. In this case, botany is not between. Botany is below chemistry. And then there is commerce. This arrangement falls apart. This is the right answer. Environmental science is the topmost book here. Find the odd one among the following. So similar, some sort of jumbling is given. I'm supposed to unjumble the word and find the odd one. A looks like sparrow because it's a bird. Now my mind is biased and I see here pigeon. Two birds I have got. This is parrot. Now what is this? Because these are all birds, I'm looking for something which is odd one out. So whatever this spelling is, this is the odd one out. This is brinjal. So the question setter is playing a trick on our mind because once we decode it is sparrow. So I connect that with birds. So I decode these fast, they are birds. But this one does not look like any bird. So my mind is playing permutation combinations. I started with J and then I applied some alphabets. I started with A, then did some arrangement. Once I reached B, I noticed I could create brinjal with this because it's not a bird. You'll find it very difficult to find the exact word. Once you reach, there are three birds. The next one is odd one out. In a coded language, he is coded as this. Go is coded as this. How will she be coded? So H has a position 8. E has a position 5. How do I convert that into 418? G has a position 7. O has a position 15. How do I convert that into 240? 240 is basically 20 into 12. Understand, there is something called as reversal of sequence. See, A has a position 1 and the last alphabet Z has a position 26. So this is reversal. A can be reversed into Z. The way to understand that is the addition of their positions is 27. B can be reversed with Y. The position value is 2, the position value is 25. You see, the addition is 27. So the reversal of this will be 20, reversal of this will be 12. The reversal number adds up 27 and the product is this. Gives me idea. What will be the reversal of this? 27 should be the addition. So it should be 19 is the reversal. 22. Now you check the multiplication of both is 418, 440 minus 22. That is correct. Yes, this is correct. So how will she be coded? SHE. The number of S is 19. To make it 27, I'll need 8. The number of H is 8. To make it 27, I will need 19. E is 5. What is the reversal number? 22. So multiplication of these numbers is the answer. So you see, this is already with me. This is already 418 into 8. So 8 into 8, 64 carried over 6. 8 plus 6, 14 carried over 1. 32 plus 1, 3, 3, 4, 4. Answer option D, Delhi. Very beautifully framed question. I was thinking, how can I convert this and this into 240? Because that is how the code is given. I noticed this is a basic multiple of 20 and 12. How can this be made into 20? It's a reversal number. What is the reversal number? C will reverse with W. C will reverse with X. The position value is 3, position is 24. The position value adds up to 27. When you reverse the sequence, the addition of numbers or positions will be 27. Each of four persons PQRS play one game out of four different games, namely chess, tennis, cricket, football, not necessarily in the same order. The persons live in one of the four different cities: Bombay, Calcutta, Ahmedabad, and Jaipur, not necessarily in the same order. Further information is provided. The person who lives in Ahmedabad plays which of the following sports? I need to know Ahmedabad person plays what sports. So I have to match a name with a city with a sport. Their names are P, Q, R, S. I'm writing city in the middle and I'm writing sports in the end. Now, what I will do is I will copy the information in the same order I'm arranging. Like, neither S nor the person from Calcutta plays cricket. S does not play cricket. I don't know the name, but the person is from Calcutta and does not play cricket. Listen to this. Neither S nor the person. I'm talking about two people. S does not play cricket, and somebody who is from Calcutta. I don't know who is that person. Somebody from Calcutta does not play cricket. So see, I'm writing name first, question mark, then Calcutta, then cricket. This is the best way to solve matching question. This is a matching question. I'm matching a name with a city with a sport. Q plays either football or chess. So I'll write football or chess. Give me a second. Football or chess. Chess. P is from Bombay. P plays either chess or tennis. Either chess or tennis. Chess or tennis. The person who plays tennis is from Jaipur. Very good. Tennis cannot be Bombay. Tennis cannot be Bombay. Tennis has to be Jaipur. That means this is chess. If this is chess, this is football. If this is football, understand, this is football. This is not cricket. This has to be cricket. What is the missing game? Chess, tennis. This is the tennis then. Who plays tennis? The person from Jaipur plays tennis. Calcutta fellow cannot play cricket. This is cricket. This cannot be Calcutta. This has to be Calcutta. This has to be Ahmedabad. Very easy. Once you match two of these, everything becomes fairly easy. What was the hint given to me? The person playing tennis must be from Jaipur. P plays tennis or chess, but P is from Bombay. So this cannot be tennis. This has to be chess. If this is chess, this has to be football. This cannot be cricket. This has to be cricket. Then this has to be tennis. This is tennis. This is Jaipur. Cricketer cannot be Calcutta. This has to be Calcutta. This has to be Ahmedabad. So, what sport does Ahmedabad fellow play? Ahmedabad fellow plays cricket. 8 persons P, Q, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are sitting around a circle facing center, and then hints start. So, I'll just simply start 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually, I draw 2 circles. If there's a possibility, I'm prepared for it. If not, it's okay. I'll answer with 1 circle. What does it say? E sits fourth right of F. This is F. Right side is anti-clockwise. First right, second right, third right, fourth. This is E. You could have said E is opposite. Fourth right of F, while second left of A. E is second left of A. So this person, E is first left. This person, E is second left. This is A. D is not neighbor of A or C. This cannot be D. D is not the neighbor of A or C. B sits third right of D. So see, this can be D. If this is D, this is first, second, and third right. This becomes B. If this is D, this becomes B. No, not possible. If this is D, first right, second right, third right, this becomes Bombay B, which is possible. If this is D, Delhi, first right, second right, third right, yeah, Bombay, not possible. So this is the only position for D. First right, second right, third. This is Bombay B. F never sits next to H. This is not H. This is not H. This has to be H. There's no other available place. Which of the following, more hints? Do we have more hints? Yes. D is not the neighbor of A or C. So this cannot be C. This has to be C. This has to be G. Which of the following people sit between, pair sit between G and A? Where is G? This is G. This is A. Which pair? C, F. C and F sit between A and B. How much time should such a question ideally take in the exam? This will easily take 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes if the aspirant has prepared well enough before the exam, has solved enough mocks. Ecology is related to environment. Ecology is study of environment. Histology is related to what? Now again, you need to have understanding of science. Histology is study of tissues. Histology is study of tissues. Ram and Sham are real brothers. Sita and Geeta are real sisters. Ram's son is Geeta's real brother. How is Sham related to Sita? So Ram and Sham are brothers. Sita and Geeta are sisters. Ram's son. So Ram has a son. That son is brother of Geeta. So that son is also brother of Sita. The question is, how is Sham related to Sita? So Sham is the uncle of Sita. Sham is uncle of Sita. The main statement is followed by 4 answers. Select the one that logically follows from the main statement. If the game is interesting, then I play. This is called connective. This is called logical deductions. The statement is if the game is interesting, then I play. This is called if P, then Q structure. P is called the trigger event. If P happens, Q must happen. P happens, Q must happen. And there's a reversal. If Q did not happen, P could not have happened. Like, if you study well, you will go to a good college. If somebody studies well, that person will go to good college, and the person did not go to good college. That means they did not study well. So these are called logical connectives, and these are directional interpretations. Listen to this again. We cover this in 1.5 lectures, 2 lectures. This is a very detailed process. We go into derivation of this as well in our live lectures. The possible answers are: the game was interesting, so I went and played. Is there the same statement? The I played game means it was interesting. No. The game is interesting, so I will play. ये तो गलत है. This is wrong. I did not play the game, though it was interesting. No. If it is interesting, you have to play. I did not play the game. Listen to this. Not of second. I did not play the game means it was not interesting. Answer is D. These are called connectives, logical connectives. They are directional statements. You cannot randomly put P and Q here and there. This is the possible outcome. Whenever you see if P then Q, this is the logical outcome. There are five connectives. If P then Q, whenever P then Q, unless P then Q, either P or Q, only if P then Q. So these five connectives have different directional outcomes. This is a little technical stuff. Which of the words cannot be formed using the letters of consultation? Can I form nation? Nation. I can form nation. Can I form station? Station. Can I form solution? Solution. Yes. Can I form salute? Now please observe. Salute has a E. There is no E in consultation. You will not be able to form the word salute by borrowing alphabets from consultation. Find the missing term in the series. 10, 11, 13, 17, 25, 31, 33. There is +1 here, there is +2 here, there is +4 here, there is +8 here. Now there is +6. What is happening here? If this is 1, 2, 4, I was expecting 16 to be there, and there is 2. A lot of people complicate and apply different methods and whatnot. See, the unit digit is 0, I'm adding 1. Unit digit is 1, I'm adding 2. Unit digit is 3, I'm adding 4. Unit digit is 7, I'm adding 8. Unit digit is 5, I'm adding 6. Unit digit is 1, I'm adding 2. Unit digit is 3, what will I add? I'll add 4 to this. This is 37. That is your answer. A lot of people complicate these things: remainders, powers, cubes. Look at what you have in front of you. I'm working with the unit digit plus the next number. Unit digit is 5, next number is 6, add. Unit digit is 1, next number is 2, add. Unit digit is 3, next number is 4, add. 37. This is a grid based question. We try to find the missing number by applying some sort of pattern within these numbers. So how can I go from 4 to any of these numbers? This looks like 3 times. This looks like 3 times. So is there a 3 times of this? 3 times of this will cross 100? No. See, 4 into 3 is 12. 7 into 3 is 21. So you expect there to be maybe 3 times of this or maybe 3 times of this. I don't have. So 3 times is not working. Some other pattern. Can I think of this? 4 into 2 minus 1 is 7. 7 into 2 minus 2. 7 into 2, 14. 14 minus 2 is 12. Into 2, this is 24. Minus 3 is 21. So see, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So what I'll have into 2 is 42. 42 minus 4 is 38. Everything is working beautifully. Into 2 minus 5. Because it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. What will I have next? Minus 5. So this is 76. 38 into 2 is 76 minus 5 is 71. Do we have 71 here in the options? Absolutely. Grid based question, you have to interconnect these numbers with half, double, triple, or by constant addition, subtraction. Here it is double minus 1, double minus 2, double minus 3, double minus 4, and so on as a pattern. 5 people A, B, C, D, E participated in a race. D ran faster than E but slower than B. C was slower than E but not the slowest. All right. We need to find the fastest. So, see, this is called a sequencing kind of question. D is faster, D is better than E, but D is slower than B, Bombay. C is further slower. C is further slower than E, but not the slowest. C cannot be the slowest person. So who is remaining out of A, B, C, D? Only A remains. So A, B, C, D, E. This is the sequence of their running. So who is the fastest one? Bombay. B is the fastest one. The option is C. A lot of people make this mistake. When you are marking your answer, always keep in mind what you're looking for. You're looking for person named B. Person named B is here. Option is C. This kind of question is called sequencing. This is called analogy based question. There is some pattern going on. B, J, MS has been coded as EMPV. So I'll try to apply same kind of coding here. So what will be the code here? This is 3, this is 5. This is 2, this is 5. This is 10, this is 13. This is 13, this is 16, this is 19, this is 22. So I'm adding plus 3, plus 3, plus 3 to all of the positions. A is 1, plus 3 is 4. 4 is D. This is 23. Plus 3 is 26. That is Z. This is 16 plus 3, 19. 19 is S. This is 12 plus 3, 15. 15 is O. DZSO. As soon as you reach DZ, the first two, the answer is already ready for you. This is called analogy. There is a small element of coding, decoding as well in this question. In a certain coded language, cat is coded as 6423. How will lion be coded? C A T. C has a number 3, A has a number 1, and this is the number 20. 6, 4, 23. What do you see? Plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So lion, L is 12, plus 3 is 15. This is the only option with 15 in the start. My job is done. I don't have to worry about all the numbers. Still, if I want to verify, that is, this is a classroom, I'm not appearing exam. I is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 is 15, 12. More than happy. Let us move on. Suppose that the year 2008 starts with Monday, day Monday. The calendar for the year 2009 will be same in the year. Okay. There is no need for this knowledge, this understanding. You want the calendar to repeat itself. How do calendars repeat? See, uh, there is something called as odd days or shift days. We do it through remainder by 7. Whenever you cross a normal year has 365 days. So you get a jump of plus 1. Whenever you cross a leap year, you get a jump of 2. This is all theory of calendars. So here we can go option by option. See, if the year is 2009, the first option, the nearest option 2011. If I go to 2010, 2011, I am crossing 2 years. None of them is leap. So there's a shift of 2 days. Whatever this day is, if this day is Tuesday, I'll shift by 2. I'll have Thursday here. The 1st of January will be Thursday. For the calendar to be same, the first date of the calendar has to look same. Now, if I go to 13, now if I go to 12, if I go to 13, be careful. From here to here, there's a leap year. This is a leap year. But I'm going from January to January. I'll add +1. When I go from 12 to 13, this is the leap year. I'm crossing the leap year, so I'll add 2. So from 2009 to 2013, there's a shift of 5 days. From 13 to 14, shift of 1 because they are not leap. So this is remainder 6. From this to 15, remainder 1. You see, the addition of these numbers is 7. That means there is no remainder. So whatever was the 1st of January here, it will be same day here. So 2009 calendar and 2015 calendar will look identical. Here there were remainders. Here there is no remainder. The theory of calendars easily takes anywhere from 90 minutes to 120 minutes, 1.5 to 2 hours, and then practice. So calendars we cover in 2.5 lectures in live sessions. And then we give you 20 questions, 3 worksheets, small variations of calendars. There is one more way to solve this very, very fast. From here to here, there's a gap of 6 years. One of those years is leap, the remainder is 0. For you to be able to keep up with this trick, you'll have to attend our live lectures. Two cars A and B starts from opposite ends X and Y of a national highway with a length of 120 kilometers. Car A starts from the end X, runs 30 kilometers straight. It then takes a right turn, runs 15 kilometers. It again takes left turn to run 30 kilometers. Thereafter, the car turns towards the highway and reaches back on the highway. ठीक है. In the meantime, car B has also started running from the other end Y on the highway, but due to minor breakdown, the car could only run for 35 kilometers along the highway. ठीक ठीक है ठीक है. What is the distance between the two cars? Okay. So the distance between the 2 points X and Y, it's a national highway X and Y. There's a gap of 120 kilometers. There's a car A here. Car A is moving in a peculiar manner. What it does is car A starts from X and runs 30 kilometers straight. So 30 kilometers on the highway. Here, the car takes a right turn. Right turn is downwards, 15 kilometers. The car takes a left turn. Left turn will be this side. When you are facing down, the right and left reverses, goes 30 kilometers. Thereafter, the car turns towards the highway and reaches back on highway. Now from here, the car turns back and reaches here. That's it. This is where the journey of A has ended. In the meantime, car B started running from other end and has run 35 kilometers because of some error, some problem. The question is, what is the gap between these? My job is to find out the gap. See, this one has traveled 30 and further traveled 30. This one has traveled 35. So together they have traveled 95 kilometers. Out of 120 kilometers, they have already traveled 95 horizontal. I'm not concerned with this. I'm not concerned with this. Horizontal. So what is the gap? They are 25 kilometers apart. That is the question. What is the distance between two cars at this point? When A is here, B is here, the distance between two cars is 25 kilometers. 6 persons P, Q, R, S, T, and U were sitting around a hexagon table facing center. So hexagon table I'll have to draw somewhat like this. This is the hexagon table facing center. U is opposite to P. Let us say this is U. This is opposite to P. P, who is the immediate left of R. P is the immediate left of R. So this is R. This is immediate left. S was sitting immediate right of U. This is U. Right will be anti-clockwise. This will be S. This is anti-clockwise. Right will be here. And T was exactly between P and S. This is T. So only person remaining is Q. What was the sitting position or location of Q? Is Q opposite to R? No. Is Q opposite to P? No. Is Q between U and R? Yes. Is it left of P? No. Answer is C. This paper of 2023 JIPMAT had only 24 questions of logical reasoning. So I hope you're learning something new from these questions. Why would a mentor solve these questions for you? My job here in this session is to show you the thought process that goes into it. I'm not here going to tell you stories. So when I read a question, what do I focus on? I'll show that to you. How soon do I draw the diagram? Here, see, because the question was very large, I read the question from beginning to ending very fast. And then I went back to the question and I read step by step and then solved. So learn these tricks, learn these methods that a mentor applies, because we have a habit of appearing and cracking exams on regular basis. So I hope you enjoyed and learned a few new things here. If you want to understand and attend detailed sessions, visit our webpage, join our free courses, then decide to purchase our paid courses as well. You have any queries regarding exams, cutoffs, colleges, courses, you can reach out to us on these numbers. Have a great day ahead, guys. Bye bye.